Hi, Flosstubers. I'm Dottie, or Stitching Scotty, and this is April 11th, 2021, Flosstube 24. Wow. It's hard to believe it's April after Easter. Spring's here. Wow. Anyway, I would like to welcome everyone that's returning, my subscribers, and you keep coming back week after week, and I really appreciate it. Excuse me. And I also just appreciate you letting me share my cross stitching, because this is a video all about cross stitching. And I really would like to welcome the new subscribers, and also those of you that just want to stop by and browse or just look. Maybe you'll see something you like and you'll want to come back. So welcome everyone. Here we go. My name is Stitching Scotty, and this is Striker. He's one of my two Scotties, and he's such a sweet boy. He just wanted to get up and be on camera until it's time to be on camera. There we go, Striker. Can you wave at him? Yeah. He's such a good boy. All right, let's put him down. And the other boy is camera shy today. But anyway, every now and then they will make little surprise visits, or you will hear them in the background. But tonight, hopefully it will be peaceful. But anyway, I would like to apologize for last week. I said I had a giveaway, and then it said my comments were turned off. But when I went to check, it said my comments were turned on. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I'm going to try again this week, and I do apologize profusely. So sorry. I'm just not the best YouTuber. I don't edit very well, but I try. And I just keep trying. So just be patient with me, and we'll try this again one more time. Okay, the giveaway today is Country Cottage Needleworks Spring Has Sprung. And that's just such a cute little pattern with the two little rabbits. Got the two little bunnies hopping along. And this pattern uses 3 classic color works, or it's got lists for DMCs. And lots of, about 6 DMC pattern threads. So I'll just do that, and you can say the word spring in your comment. And I love to hear your comments. So that's why I was so disappointed. I looked and I was like, no comments. And then one of my friends and fellow stitchers, she said, you had your comments turned off. And I was like, really? I didn't know you could do that. So anyway, we will try again. So don't forget the word spring. Okay, now we're going to show some past FFOs, and some of mine are old this week, so don't get upset if you go somewhere and you never see these, because sometimes I don't even know where they came from. The first one is a limited edition Lizzie Kate, so the only place you could probably get it, because it's rather old, I would say this is probably like from around 2011, 2012. I'm just guessing because I don't date my stuff. I need to. But anyway, this is, and I should have showed it last week and I forgot. This is Happy Easter by Lizzie Kate, and it's a limited edition pattern. The cloth was in there, and all the cute little buttons with the little flowers and the eggs and the little ducks and things. But I thought the colors were so pretty, and I used DMC flosses and a couple of Weeks Dye Works probably, or maybe a Gentle Arts in this. I don't even have the pattern anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but I love this frame that I got. I don't usually get like gold frames, but it's just really cute, and it's been in the foyer in my home. And this is on, are you surprised, 28 count, and I don't even know what kind of green that is, because at the time I didn't keep track of what I was doing. I just stitched it. But this was really a fun stitch, and it was very quick. I remember stitching this to calm my nerves while my daughter was preparing for her wedding. So, I mean, it wasn't at the wedding, but it was, we were shopping and, yeah. Okay, but anyway, the next one, now this is one of those mystery things. I got this with my Embroiderers Guild of America group. One of our programs one year was marbleizing and dyeing the fabric. And this is what we did. Now, oh, the glare. Oh dear. Hold on just a moment. I think this will be better. Not much, no. In fact, I think it's worse. Okay, let's see. Okay, as you can see, this is a band sampler. All right, and the fabric is marbleized. And we covered in an egg shape or an oval the middle of the fabric. So it was just natural colored linen, like an ivory. And this is a band sampler that we had, and I think the pattern was called the egg, or egg number 1, or egg number 2, but I think this was egg number 1. And each band we had different stitches. Oh goodness, Algerian eye, satin stitch, lazy daisy. I know these are lazy daisies down here. I want to say that's herringbone, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. The heart and all the little wine colored things are satin stitch. I think this one's Algerian eye with the lavender. I don't know the name of that one because it's been so long. And this was long and short stitch. And I don't remember the name of this one unless it's like spider stitch. We had some Smyrna stitches with cross stitches. And then we had some satin stitches and Smyrna stitches and some stem stitches and more long and short stitches right here. Okay, I do apologize for the glare. Oh, there we go. That's better. Duh. Okay, and this one is probably, I probably did this in the late 90s. No, the early 90s. Probably the early 90s. This is an oldie but a goodie. And every Easter it's hung up in my home. I'm sure my children would be fighting over it. Not. But anyway, who knows? All right. So I have no idea who did the pattern. I have no idea if that's the correct name of the pattern. And I do apologize profusely. But it was a program that we had one time in a stitch along at our EGA before we even knew what a stitch along was. Okay, the next thing is a Pine Mountain pillow, mini pillow, and this is a spring 9-patch. And this came as a kit. It came with the Aida fabric, and this is 18 count Aida fabric. And it took a while to stitch because it was mostly full coverage. It had DMC floss that you had to furnish because it came with the pattern, the pillow, the charms. It's got a butterfly and this cute bird down here. But it was a fun stitch. It really was. And it was a good thing to take along. And then when you're finished, you just stuff it in the little pillow and you're done. This one you would probably have to get on eBay. I do not think I saw this on the Pine Mountain website, but it's Pine Mountain Designs, which I will link it below. All right. And the next one, I know this one's not available because this was old when I got it. You could find this one on eBay, though. I think I've seen it a couple of times on eBay in the times I've been looking. This is a 4-patch spring. And it's got the little birdhouse, the watering can, the kite, the flowers with the bee, and the little bird button. The button and the 14 count Aida fabric and the pillow form was all included in the kit from Pine Mountain Designs. I just loved those, as you've heard me say before. All right, and this must be, I don't know, I never knew I had so much Lizzie K and Pine Mountain. I guess those used to be my 2 favorite designers. But this one I got at a retreat, and I don't remember if it was a spring retreat or if it was 4 seasons. I don't remember. But this is a freebie from Lizzie K. You might still could get this on her blog. Excuse me, the last time I checked it was on there. And it says, Hello Spring. And we made it, and it's like a little door hanger. I put this on my bathroom door. And the neat part is we finished it on foam core, and then we put like a piece of felt on the back. And the little things you see are beads stuck on pins, and we've just inserted it with the ribbon, excuse me, the thin ribbon on the sides to hold it down. And I just thought that was really, really cute. It's bright, it's springy, it always perks me up when I see it. And it's a different way to finish. And Donna at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading in Malden, South Carolina, was nice enough to show us this finish. I don't know where she got it from, or if she just made it up, because she does have a bead store also. But what a great idea. We put about 6 little beads on every little pin and just use regular pins. Isn't that neat? And this is done on, guess what, 28 count fabric. And it was kind of a yellow, and we used DMC flosses. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious. I'm getting some water. I hate to see people drink sometimes, but I've just got to do it. Okay, sorry about that. All right, now, the next thing is Lizzie Kate. Are you surprised? Okay, Lizzie Kate had 2 sets of boxers. This one is the latest spring boxer that she had. She had winter, spring, summer, and fall. And I loved the little bird's nest. And the little butterfly, and just the crazy wacky writing of spring with the little flowers. And we had 3 little buttons to make up each flower. And so it came with 9 buttons, and then we had 1, 2, 3 here for some little buds. But I thought that was just too cute. It came with the fabric, the pattern, the buttons, and you furnished your own floss. And of course I used Week Works and Gentle Arts, and it's done on 28 count fabric. Go, just imagine. And I had this one framed professionally because I'm going to twirl these around and pop this out. You just take a little screwdriver and do this around. And I had this framed at Rock Hill at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina. They did a great job. They always do. Okay, and that's all my past finishes for today. It gets Easter out of the way. I don't think I have any more Easter hidden anywhere else. But I found those 2 things, and I was like, oh, I forgot to show those. All right, moving right along. Excuse me. I'm going to tell you what I've been stitching on. Okay, this has been a busy week, but I did get a good bit of stitching done. Not on as many projects as I wanted to, but you know, you can't do everything. So anyway, the first one is for April. She called number 3, and it's Baby It's Cold Outside, and I'm supposed to do 350 stitches. Now WIPGO is like bingo. You number your card 1 through 25. I put a project that I want to finish. Now you can put the same project on here 2 or 3 times. You can put it 4 or 5 times. You can put it 10 times. It doesn't matter. Or you can just put it 1 time like I did because I have a lot of WIPs. And I wanted to, because I like to start things, but I wanted to touch a few more of them, you know, because they've laid around, you know, from like, I'd go to a retreat and do these things. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And then this new pattern would come out. Oh, gotta do that. Or somebody's birthday or some Christmas thing or something. And I've just got to do it. So there you go. But anyway, number 3 was my Baby It's Cold Outside. And this was to honor Leanne, her passing last year. And somebody started a sale because Leanne and Barb were going to do a sale, the Lost in Floss. I loved watching their videos, and I still like watching Barb's videos. She's still, you know, just showing beautiful projects and finishes and things, and I love to see those. So if you haven't seen her, you'll have to check out Barbara at Lost in Floss. I'll link that below. But anyway, this one says, look out at that storm. Oh my goodness. Listen to the fireplace roar. Baby it's cold outside. Okay. So this was one that it just went on and on and on. And I got to seeing everybody's, and I was like, oh, I need to do that. So I jumped on the bandwagon just a little bit late. It was last year. And at the end of last year, kind of, maybe in the late fall. So I didn't get a lot done. But this week, I haven't done my 350 stitches yet. First, I had the snowflake, the white roof, the off-white roof, and I had this part right here done. I have done this down here and all these over here, and I'm using pomegranates. And look how variegated it is. It's a Gentle Arts sampler thread. So I'm hoping I'll get more done on this. And I just found this piece of linen. It's 28 count. Not that you'd know. Because I think 28 count's one of my favorites. It just seems to be what I have the most of. But anyway, it's raw linen as far as I know. And I really like it. It just makes it look rustic and kind of wintry. And let's see, wait a minute. I wanted to tell you something else. Yeah, that is not what I wanted to do. I guess I left it downstairs. Oh well. But anyway, I was going to tell you how big the pattern was. I know it's 100 and something by something, but I'm really not sure. But I want to say it's 100 and something by 100 and something. So there you go. That was really intelligent, wasn't it? Oh goodness, you know, sometimes I do need help. Oh, here it is. It's 159 by 103. See, I told you it was 100 and something by 100 and something. And it uses 6 flosses. 5 of them are Gentle Arts and 1 is Grits Weeks Dye Works. But I did have to use some of the I had to substitute for some DMC because there was a couple of them I did not have. And you know, floss sometimes is a little hard to get. So I know y'all can understand that. So hopefully I'll get my 350 stitches done. I have about 210 or something like that. So I've got the rest of the month, so that's a good thing. All right, the next thing she called out was number 21. And it was Holy Night by Shepherd's Bush. And look, it has the word finish. So here is the pattern. And this is Holy Night by Shepherd's Bush. And it says, a star shone with heavenly light. Shepherds gazed with awed delight. Wise men came with hearts alight. The Christ child was born that night. And this one, I've had it for a long time. And it's got, it uses 19 count summer khaki Zweigert cork linen, and I got that at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. She special ordered it for me, and the stitch count is 40 by 209, so it's a long one. But it uses crescent colors. That's how old it is. It's classic Colorworks now, and sampler threads, Gentle Arts, and Weeks Dye Works, and 1 rainbow gallery, which is petite alpaca for the sheep to make them nice and fuzzy. And, oh my goodness, do not fall off. It did. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm always dropping stuff, too. I'm probably the most graceful floss tuber that you all know. Oh, goodness. If I had somebody here with me, they would be laughing their heads off at me. But that's okay. You know, we just laugh and have a good time. Okay. This is, okay, when I started... First, I had laid it down and I picked it up and it had that much. Well, then I got down to here and Bethlehem was off. This is Bethlehem. It was so off. So I ripped the whole entire town out because I was 2 or 3 stitches off, and it was not good because it was going to make it be offset. So then I put that back in. Then I put the little sheep in and this grass. So then I threw it down. So when I started WIPGO, I was here, but I forgot to take a picture and post it on the website at my Facebook group. So I took the picture here, even though I've done this much this month. So now I've done this much. See, I'm moving right along. So I'll hold it back so you can see I'm probably, well, I know I'm over halfway because I've already finished with 1 page and I'm on page 2. So I'm down to the wise men. So we've got the shepherds and we got the star, the shepherds. Now we're at the wise men, and I'll do another little scene here, and then there'll be the Christ child here and just a little bitty border at the bottom. Okay, and then I'll be done and I'll have my finish. And this one, I'm just very, very happy with it. It's on 19 count Zweigert cork linen, summer khaki, and I used 3 strands of floss over 2 threads. And let me tell you, how many times have I had to rip out because I started with 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. And I looked at it and I'm like, ooh, just don't like the coverage. And then I went, oh, it's 3 strands. So I've made me a note on my pattern. So hopefully that will go a little bit better. But I see a finish in sight because this one goes really quick because there's so much lettering in it. There's a lot of back stitch, but it's not bad back stitch. It's just a little here, a little there, and mostly letters. And I kind of like to do letters because you just go whiz, 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 and you know, you're done. So that's a good thing. And I'm all for the finish, as you well know. All right, the next thing I'm doing is I'm using it for 2 different sales. I'm part of the Stitching Book Club, and that's sponsored by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. And she sends, it's a Jane Austen Sense and Sensibility sale. What we do is we read the book, Sense and Sensibility, and Kristen designs a pattern for us. And she has already sent out part 3, but I'm still on part 2. Now part 3, for some reason, and I know my printer was not out of ink, is not in color. So this is part 3 right here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm not on part 3. I'm still on part 2. The first thing we had to do, for those of you that have been following me, you know, we had to dye our fabric. We got a piece of white linen, and if you didn't want to dye your fabric, you could do your piece on white. And she had a different color conversion. But I wanted to dye my fabric, and so I watched her tutorial because I'm sure it was different than tie-dyeing t-shirts and Girl Scouts. And this was what my fabric looked like. And oh goodness gracious, my fan. You know, everybody that knows me knows I'm always hot. But anyway, this is what my fabric came out, and this is what I've gotten done. Before I had this, the leaves, which I had to rip out because I had the colors backwards. And then I added this, I redid this and redid this and added the flowers. So I'm really excited about this one. And I did the center of the daisy, but that extra color just made it pop. So I really, really like this now. And I'm going to give this probably to one of my daughters, unless I fall in love with it myself. There is that. You know how that is. And this one is on, guess again, 28 count white linen, but I dyed this with evening blue Rit dye. And I used Kristen's tutorial from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. If you just go on YouTube, you'll see that. But it uses DMC with over 2 with 2 strands of floss. And the graph is easy to read. She still had kits left last time I checked. And, you know, you don't have to buy the cloth from her, the fabric. You don't have to buy, you know, anything except the pattern. That's it. And you just go in her Etsy shop. And I'll link that below. She does different ones. I say, seem like 4 a year. And you can sign up for those as long as spots are open. Okay, the next sale, oh, and the same sale I'm using that for also is for hashtag on Instagram, Pocket Full of Posy sale. And this is with Bumble Stitches and some more of her English friends that are joining in, and other friends, you know, all over the place. And she just said to stitch some beautiful spring flowers, something with flowers in it, and just post it at hashtag Pocket Full of Posy sale. So I'm going to be doing that tonight, posting that, so they can see my progress on that. I'm just a sale girl. I love stitching and seeing what other people are doing. The next thing is monthly Orny sale. So that's your Ornament of the Month sale. Now, it doesn't have to be a Christmas ornament. It could be a patriotic. It could be Halloween, Easter, Valentine's Day, just whatever you want to make it. And I've had these that I've been carrying around for quite some time because I love the Val Stuff patterns. I love perforated paper. The perforated paper is on 14 count, so it's real easy to see. It travels well. You don't need a hoop. You just stitch in hand. And so I chose Spook of the Month, August, Scarecrow by Val Stuff. And I thought he was so cute. But I changed a couple of things. I didn't have the sunset here that they needed. So I changed to another color, and it was going to be blended. And I was like, oh, I don't want to use blended, so I'll just use one of those colors. Well, when I changed, I didn't notice that, you know, his shirt was not yellow. I wanted him to have a yellow shirt. So I gave him the yellow, which was supposed to be Banana Popsicle, or you could use 744 and 301. Well, guess what? I used 744 for the shirt. And for his nose, which he finally got, I was supposed to use Lancaster Red. I did not have that in Works. I was out. So it said to use 221 blended with 897. I used 221. His nose is a little red, but he'll get over it. All right, so then when I ended up, and I noticed when I was starting to stitch the border and the bottom here, I was like, oh, his shirt was supposed to be that color. And I thought, well, that's okay. Orange and black is fall, Halloween. So I'll just go ahead and leave it because I'm not a big fan of ripping out stitches on perforated paper. So the last time you saw it, I had just some of the sunset-y type color, which was 3341, which is what I used, and I had part of that done. So I finished that, stitched the border around with the 3341, as you can see. Then I stitched little black squares. I think I put his nose in, put the buttons in the eyes, and did Scarecrow. So hopefully I will get a finish, because this is not April's ornament of the month. This is still March's ornament of the month. And I am not doing another ornament of the month until I get March's ornament finished. I mean it. So, anyway, hopefully we'll get this done. This comes with the perforated paper, the backing, and the pattern. All you have to do is supply the floss. And it has the buttons, which is the sunflower and the crow. Is he not too cute? Just too cute. He needs a mouth. Still looks like a zombie. I guess I'll call him Zombie Crow for right now. But anyway, I have a whole bunch of those. She makes a whole bunch of those patterns. And she even has some Easter ones that are just too cute. I may do one of those pretty soon, even though Easter's over. But it doesn't matter. I'll be ready for next year. So, but that one travels very well. And that's in the monthly Orny sale. And that one's put on by, Sambry Stitches. And I know that Stitch Rhodey participates in that. And also Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. They also participate in that. Okay, the next sale I'm doing, another sale. I mean, how can I do so much? I took this one to work with me today. And, you know, in case it was going to be not busy. Yeah, that was a laugh. It was busy. It's been very busy lately. And I forgot the pattern at home. I had the floss. I had left it on my magnet board on my stand. I had the floss. I had everything, but not the magnet board or the pattern. I was just heartbroken. Just heartbroken. And as usual, I am a couple of months behind on this. Because this is February's pattern, which I'm having trouble finding. Just give me a minute. Good grief, I should have been ready. Should have been ready. Here we go. Okay, this is by Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, look at Striker's ears. Okay. Country Cottage Needleworks, February Sampler of the Month by Country Cottage Needleworks. You can go on Facebook and put in Country Cottage Needleworks. I wrote that down. Sampler of the Month Sal group. And Annabellas.net is www.annabellas.net. She's sponsoring this. And also on Pandas Crossing Groupies hashtag Pandas Crossing Groupies, you can display your Country Cottage Needleworks sales there. So I'm not going on to March until I finish February. So there you go. But anyway, this is on a piece I found in my stash, and guess what? It's 28 count and it's an ivory. And this is what I have done. Before I had the top leaves and flowers. I had the cakes done. I added the stands and the hearts and the envelopes. That's what those two little diamond-y looking things are. And that's as far as I got on that. This one uses DMC flosses. No, I lied. This one I decided to use the classic Colorworks floss, and it's very, very colorful. I just thought these were so pretty. And I have up to May, the pattern's up to May, so I need to hurry up and stitch faster. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Just need to stitch a lot faster. But anyway, come join us if you're doing these. These are very popular patterns. I have friends that a week after the pattern's out, they're done. So I'm just, you know, fixing up the average, you know. So, but this is 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. And it's a fun stitch. And I'm about to lose my pattern again. Sorry about the zippers, but I really need to keep things together. All right. Then the next one, oh, excuse me. Oh, it's pollen time. The next one, Brenda and the Serial Stitcher have decided on April the 1st that they were going to start a Blackbird Designs sale. And so I thought, oh, yay, I love Blackbird Designs. I've done a couple of their patterns, and they're just really pretty. So I went and I looked through my stuff, my patterns, and I found Sweet Land of Liberty by Blackbird Designs. And the pattern I chose was America. It was American Eagle. I just love that eagle with the flag and the word America to the side. And if you notice, they put their date is here under this flower pot. Like there's a 20 over here and a 15 over here. So you know how old this book is. Yeah. And I only see one initial. I just see a B. So there's a B up here. I don't know if I'll put that B or not. Well, I won't put the B. I'll put a D, I guess, for Dottie. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'll use one of the designs or what. But yeah, I just thought that was really pretty. And that is a gorgeous frame. Love it, love it, love it. But she uses Gentle Arts threads, a couple of weeks dye works. The design is 93 by 114. And she did it on 32 count Confederate gray. Really? Oh, goodness. So, the last time you saw my start on April 1st is the last stitching I've done. But the reason I'm showing this is so you can see my plans. Because I am planning to work on this one this week. I have 2 chimneys. Aren't my 2 chimneys really cute? I'm being facetious. Yes. But anyway, it said cross stitch with 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads. Well, I did that and I was like, oh, I just don't like the coverage. I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2 linen threads because I wanted really full, vibrant colors. And this comes out to be 5 7/8 by 7 1/8. And it's got a couple of back stitches. It's got some back stitching, some straight stitching, but not too much. So this will be fun. And I can't wait to see everybody's progress on this. And this is the Blackbird Designs sale. Hashtag Blackbird Designs sale. And I think that's right. All right. So we'll see how much I do on that one. Hopefully I'll get started on the body of the house. All right. Then what other plans do I have? Well, you know, I have quite a bit to stitch on. But there's one more thing I really, really would like to stitch on. And I meant to have it out, but I didn't. I started this when I was at the Leela May sale with Priscilla and Chelsea. Leela May Design sale with Priscilla and Chelsea. And I thought, well, you know, I'm with Priscilla and Chelsea. I need to do one of their designs, and I love them so much. So I had chosen carrot seeds because it was small and a quick stitch. And I thought, well, I'll get a good bit done on it. Well, I did. It's 42 by 56, and it's on 28 count black even weave. Now, this is not even weave, okay? I had to use what was in my stash, and for God's sake, I have no idea what this is. Because it's small. I want to say it's probably 32 count, because I don't think it's 28 count. Oh, dear. There went the back. All right. Let's see. Okay. I don't think this is 28 count. I really don't. But I got the little bunny, part of him. He's missing his middle. I guess he's been sawed in half. And I got part of the carrots done and the carrot tops. So I've got a good start. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a little bit more on him. So we don't want him languishing for a whole year, you know. And the finishes on these are so quick and so easy. So, you know. And I love stitching with the housewife patterns. I really do. Okay, now, what am I... Let's see. What is next? Okay, I've told you my plans. Oh, yes. I have haul. Yes. All right. What do I have? The first thing I have is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And it's Stitch and Sip. And this is the little cut. You get a mug and you get a pattern with some floss. And it says, stitching is cheaper than therapy. And it's got Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I just thought that was so cute. And it's got the little green inside. And it's kind of salt and pepper looking mug with a green handle. Okay. And I got the flosses for the pattern, the DMC flosses. And the pattern is Welcome Spring. Is that not too cute? And I thought, oh, that's so cute. And I love the way they finished it into a pillow. But this is Primrose Cottage Stitches. And it's in their Etsy shop. And it came really quick. Like a week and a half after I ordered it. So, yeah. And it was packed really well because I opened it up and I said, oh, another box. So, this one's really neat. So, I can't wait to start this. I had seen several of her patterns and I thought, oh, I need to get one of these. So, I thought, well, I'm just going to treat myself because I missed the stitching boxes. So, well, but you can't have everything. Can't do everything. The next thing I got was the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I did not realize that my subscription had run out until I did not get mine. And everybody else had theirs. And I'm like, ah, this is no fair. So, the cutest thing. Now, people that know me are going to go, oh my goodness, she must be sick. But there is just the most unusual cute little kitty cat on the back. Look at that. Is he not cute? And I'm not even a cat person. I just like other people having cats. But there's Punch Needle in here and all kinds of different things. And of course, Priscilla and Chelsea's spring pattern is in here. And the blue flower had this really pretty pattern. You know, she usually does bees, but look at the bunnies. I just thought that was so pretty. And I have a daughter that loves bunnies. That might be. But I know you have your own magazine, so I'll let you look through that. If you do not subscribe to this magazine, it is one of the best magazines you've ever seen. Whether you do Punch Needle or not. I mean, look at this bunny with Punch Needle. Is he not cute? I broke my Punch Needle in my Punch Needle class. Yes, but I still punch. And it's fun. I just don't do it very much because I'm like, I could be cross-stitching. All right, and the next thing I got, I had ordered a couple of things that I could not get at my local L&S, and you couldn't travel alone, so I had to buy a couple other things, you know, to make it worthwhile to pay the postage. So I had to order Chelsea's Chex Bella Bundle from Annabella's, and I got the red, the black, the blue, and this is, I think these are fat quarters, and I got the orange and black and the gray and white, and of course the buffalo. Yes, the red and black. All right, so I'm gonna have those for finishes. So I'm tickled about that. And it came fairly quick. I was pretty impressed. I meant to show it to you last week and I forgot. Then it couldn't travel alone, so I bought America the Beautiful from Stitching with the Housewives. I just really, really like this pattern. Oh, goodness. And it's by Priscilla and Chelsea. So I just have to get it. And it's on black even weave. It's very patriotic. It's going to be one of my May stitches. I'm sure it will. Not made my May plans yet. You know, I'm still flying by the seat of my pants. And I do not know why I got this, but it's just the cutest cow I've ever seen. And I'm not a cowgirl. Had enough of that when I was a kid. Okay, this is Kissing Booth from the Moo the Merrier at the Needlework Expo. And it's by Pickle Barrel Designs. But I thought that cow with those big lips was just too cute. I'll probably do this and give this to my youngest daughter, because it's cute. But then again, maybe not. Now, the next one is the Moo the Merrier 2021. And I think I got it because I think it's a free pattern because I ordered the sulky threads. All these different threads are for stitching these cows because they give the sulkies right here. So I'm excited about that because I haven't used sulkies, but I'll just show you that Blue Flower did a pattern, and that's all I'm going to show. There's no picture, and it came with my thread as far as I know. Okay, did I get anything else? Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. If you're interested in Annabella, she has an Etsy shop. I will link the website below. She has a private Facebook group. It's you have to answer a couple of questions about cross stitch, and she has a following on Facebook and Instagram. So, but she has Moda Fabric, Henry Glass, Raleigh Blake, Maywood Studios, Robert Kaufman, Northcott, Wyndham Fabric, and Precuts in the fabric line. So you can get fabrics for finishing or quilting. So that's good. And she has a Flosstube channel too. I forgot to tell you that. So, but anyway, then I got more. Oh, yes. Where did I put it? Yes. I meant to lay it out and I forgot. Okay. I went to my local needlework shop, Panda's Crossing in Malden, South Carolina. And she has, oh, goodness, there I go dropping stuff again. She has loads and loads of mill heel kits. Excuse me. Drop something. Ouch. Oh, goodness. That hurt. Okay. And I saw this, even though it's not fall, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. And it's Sally Scarecrow. Is she not adorable? Look at that crow. I don't know what it is about me and scarecrows right now. This is the second scarecrow I've done this month. I mean, I'm getting this month. But this comes with all the floss, the beads, and the perforated paper to do it on. And when you finish, I mean, you've got like an ornament. Or you can do it for a magnet, or you can make a pin out of it. It doesn't matter. And it's very inexpensive. And you do all the stitching first, and then you add your beads on. And it even comes with a beading needle and a cross stitch needle. So it's a great, great thing. All right, the next thing I got, and tell me why. I saw this on Hands-On Design, and when she showed her finished sample, I was like, oh my goodness. Now, this is the only part of the series I have. I didn't get any of the clipboards. I just went bonkers over this. And this is Cuisine Française. And it's Hands-On Design pattern, but she and Beth from Summer House Stitchworks collaborated, and they each made 2 clipboards, and you fit all these clipboards in this box. And there's a tutorial, and it shows you how to make the box. And you could buy charms also. And so I bought the charms that, see, she's got hanging off the edge. Maybe it was the charms that sold me. But she did this one on 32 count chocolate milk. And I meant to buy some when I was at my LNS because she had plenty. And I forgot. Yes. But I will be getting that. But it's Chocolate Milk Fabrics by Stephanie. And so I will be getting this. And it uses WIPGO Works. And she's even got a little recipe in here. Morel cream sauce with pierogies. I love pierogies. They're so good. Yum, yum. Okay, and then the next thing I got was, no, I've had that. Oh, my haul has gotten mixed up with stuff I wanted to do. Okay, the next thing I got, dadgummit, was from Mandy to Donna, and it's called The Simple Life. And I just thought that was beautiful. I love the little sheep and the little barn and the house. The barn's pretty big. And look at those sunflowers. Those are gigantic. They're second floor story sunflowers. And I just liked everything about it. And she's got this one done on 30 count Cocoa by WIPGO Works, and it's a 171 by 91. And she uses Valdani. I will be using the DMC conversion inside. Yeah, that way I can stitch more. I'm on a budget, you know. Then I had ordered this a while back and forgot about it, and I almost ordered it again. But this is called It's Snow Time by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I just fell in love with the little snowman and the cardinals. Just love, love, love him. Kind of reminds me of, you know, Teresa Kogert's primitive patterns with the stars and things. But this is by Cottage Garden Samplings. It's Snow Time. And they have a series. And I had already gotten the second pattern, which I will show you. Because I showed you, I think, at Valentine's, the Love is in the Air. I had already gotten that one. So I guess I'm just going backwards. I don't know. But anyway. And last but not least, and you're like, there's more? Oh. No, I got 2 more things. Excuse me. I got Christmas Morning by Sue Hillis Designs. When I saw this drum, I was like, oh my gosh. It's got reindeer going around it. Is that not too cute? And look at Santa Claus. He looks like an old-timey Santa Claus. And it says Santa Claus is coming to town. And then it's got the rocking horse. And then the Christmas morning with the little teddy bear and all the toys. And she's got, she tells you how to apply the cording to your stitching. And I always need help with that. And she's got glue hints. I always need help with that. And Mary Margaret, don't be laughing at me. I know you are. So anyway, I'm excited about doing that one. And it'll be a while though. It'll probably be Jolly July. Then the last one I got was an Annie B's Folk Art. It's Your Time to Bloom when I went to Rock Hill. I had to go pick up something. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, this is Time to Bloom. And I just thought that was just too cute. And I might just do this one in sulky threads. But it's so springy and bright and cute. So I was like, looking good. So anyway, that's all my goodies for today. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. And remember, spring is the word. Spring. S-P-R-I-N-G. Spring. The question I want to ask you, because I'm going to be, what are you stitching on right now that reminds you of spring? How's that sound? And if you're not stitching on anything that reminds you of spring, I guess we better have an alternative, because some people don't always stitch like I do. Goodness. What are you stitching on? Just do it. What are you stitching on right now? How's that sound? And I want the name of the pattern and the designer, because if I like it, I might just have to get one too and stitch along with you. All right, or I could have the pattern and I might just want to pick it up and stitch along with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope the comments work this week. I did not know you could turn off the comments, really. Let's see, Winston. Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to tell you. I want to also remind everyone to go to Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop and buy this pattern. That's the Springfield 1817 sampler pattern from Twin Peaks Primitive. Oof, sorry. And it will enroll you in their giveaway. They're giving away $1,000 at the end of the summer instead of giving away a trip to the Netherlands because, of the virus and things the way they are right now. So make sure that you go to their website and, purchase a pattern, because all you have to do is purchase the pattern. You don't have to stitch it, but it's beautiful. And, like I said in previous videos, you can stitch flowers, bees, a house, a horse, a swan. Who knows? You can make all kinds of things out of this. You don't have to stitch the whole thing. It's even got deer in it, pheasants. So, and the two sisters really have some beautiful patterns on their website, so be sure and check those out. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all next week. And happy stitching this week. Bye-bye.